Why not? Watch this. I'm going to show you a commandment you can keep tomorrow. You keep the Sabbath when? Thursday. Why are we going to argue about doctrine when we can't deal with the simple thing? These rules right here were set up for our betterment. How you doing, brother? Why not? Watch this. I'm going to show you a commandment you can keep tomorrow. Give me Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. I'm going to show you one simple, real easy. I'm going to show you something so simple that you don't have to do nothing. Whoa, real quick. Hold on, wait. I'm going to show you something real simple. You said we can't? I can't hear you. No, it's possible. Watch. I'm gonna show you real quick. Just real quick. Now, like the brother said, hold on, bro. The brother said that we can't keep the commandments. That's what he said, right? Now I'm about to read a commandment that's so easy to keep that you have to work to not keep the commandment. Watch this. Leviticus 21, verse 5.
Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. They shall not make baldness upon their head.
Right. So watch this. To make your head bald, what do you got to do? You got to shave it, right? So that means you have to actively do something to break that law. Keep reading.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Right now, your beard shaved, right? You get up in the morning, you take a razor, you take your shower, your cream, or whatever it is you do. Hold up. And you put it on your face, you grab your razor, run some water over, shake it, and then you actively break the commandment. You don't have to do that, right? You can keep that law, right? Hold up. Let me just, a simple question. Can you keep that law? Yes, so you can keep the commandments. It's simple.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Christ created.
Say it again.
Christ created.
Yes. Give me Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. 1 and 2. Right, read that.
The book of Genesis chapter 1 and verse 1. In the beginning God created heaven, created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light.
What's that light? There you go. He was created.
Alright, question again. Was Christ was the first Adam or the second Adam?
Say it again.
Was Christ was the first Adam or the second Adam?
Well, if you look at it, he was both. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, it was both. But like right now, that's way too deep. Right, we're going into the first Adam. That ain't gonna help us right now. I'm just saying, is that gonna help our people out of the situation they in? Real talk, because we can start going deep in the Bible, and most people are not gonna understand what we're talking about, right? Right? Real quick, right? So our job is to get people to keep the commandments, because that's the thing that got us in captivity, and that's the thing that's gonna make us into the kingdom. Knowing who Christ, if Christ was the first and second Adam, it's nowhere in the Bible saying if you don't know that, you won't make it into the kingdom, right? So we got to teach salvation to our people. Now, but then once they learn the salvation, they come in, then we can start going into the deeper understandings of the Bible. But right now, right, our people need milk. They need milk right now. Give me that Deuteronomy chapter 4 real quick. Our people need the milk of the Bible. That right there, looks good questions and things like that. We got hours of classes on that on the internet, right? But at the end of the day, that's not going to help the people of Jamaica right now. The people of Jamaica need God's laws, statutes, and commandments. You agree? Yeah. All praises, all praises.
But
say it again. Right? A lot of them did break it, right? Because they didn't have faith. They didn't have faith that the God of Israel was going to save them, right? But we can read about the Maccabees with the woman whose 7 sons was tortured. Guess what? She kept the commandments. She told them, hey, look, I'm going to see you in the afterlife, right? We can read about these things in the Bible. So at the end of the day, right, you got to ask yourself a question. Are you going to obey God or are you going to obey men, right? Because nothing in this Bible that you do is going to stop you. It's going to get you out of keeping the commandments of the world, right? What if I tell you shaving, how's that going to stop you in this world? You ain't going to go to jail for shaving, right? Are you going to go to jail? Are women going to go to jail for wearing dresses? No. Are you going to go to jail if you don't eat pork? No, right? So what the thing is, what we got to do, give me that Romans 12 verse 1. At the end of the day, right, we were born a certain way and we were raised in a certain customs and cultures, right? But this is what we got to do. Read that.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercy of God, that you present your bodies as living sacrifice.
So we got to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. We got to sacrifice the things that feel good to us, right? The pleasures of the world. We got to sacrifice those things, right? Smoking weed, cigarettes, right? All that, being a whoremonger. We got to sacrifice those things that we want. Read.
Holy, acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service.
It's our reasonable service to be presented to God as holy. Meaning keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments. That's reasonable. It's reasonable for the person that gave you life for you to do what he tell you to do. Keep reading.
And be not conformed to this world.
Do what?
And be not conformed to this world.
Don't be conformed to this world. Read.
But be ye transformed.
Be ye what?
But be ye transformed.
Ever seen the Transformers? How it turned into a car, then turn into a man? It says be transformed. Read.
By the renewing of your mind.
You gotta renew your mind, right? When you look at your sister, you can't be like, man, that ass fat. You can't say that no more. You can't say that. You gotta be like, man, that sister need to wear a looser dress so she don't look and present herself as a whore. We gotta change our mind. But go ahead. Yes. Say it again. Yes, we keep the Sabbath. We still keep the Sabbath today. Okay, let's go to it. Exodus chapter 20, verse 8. These are good questions, right? These going into laws and commandments that was given to us by God, right? Most of our people don't keep the Sabbath today, right? I'm gonna get you. What's your name? Jesse, right? Jason. Kevin, Jason, Dave. What's your name, brother? Bernice. Bernice. I'm sorry. I'm from America. I'm stupid. Right? But all right, I'm gonna try and get the names, but I'm probably gonna mess up, right? But read that real quick.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So you gotta remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Holy means separate, set apart. The Sabbath day gotta be different than every other day. Read.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is in thy gate. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day.
So guess what? We gotta rest on the Sabbath day. We're not supposed to work we're not supposed to do servile work on the Sabbath day. Right? So that's one way you keep it holy. You can't work on the Sabbath day. Right? You got it? Hold on real quick. Who had the question?
Yeah, me.
Yes, sir.
Did King David keep the Sabbath during the week or just the new moon Sabbath?
He kept the Sabbath during the week and the new moon Sabbath. You disagree?
No, because when you look at still at just the new moon alone, the Sabbath they keep like in just.
You think we should keep the Sabbath by the moon?
No, the new moon Sabbath. Like the new moon.
Right.
Like King David keep that.
So when you keep the 7-day Sabbath, you keep it by the moon, or you keep it by Friday sundown to Saturday sundown?
Yeah, basically like that. Still, no, but still like man say like King David.
Right. So he kept the new moon, that's the Sabbath, and he kept the 7-day Sabbath, which is also a Sabbath.
Alright, question again to you.
So real quick, I just want to make sure we get through this, right?
Yeah.
So what day is the Sabbath day?
Alright, if you look on the let's say the white people them calendar, no, it would have been Saturday.
Okay, that you believe that that's the Sabbath day? That we count the first day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is the Sabbath. Do you believe that? Or do you believe that we got to go by whatever the new moon is and count from that day?
No, never said that.
Okay. I just want to make sure because that's a doctrine that's taught. And I just want to make, because when usually people ask that question, usually that doctrine is somewhere in there. And I just want to make sure, I just want you to be straight with me so we can get to the point and stop playing merry-go-round.
No.
All right, so you keep the Sabbath when? Say again?
Thursday.
Thursday. Why you keep it Thursday?
Why? The reason why?
Because of the new moon?
No. The reason why I'm saying this because like I'm literally talking to other Israelites and like them give me different days for the Sabbath and all of that.
Right.
But with the Enoch calendar, it basically deal with the new moon, with the new month, and sometimes it lead on the Saturdays and Thursdays. Okay,
so I'm gonna ask the question. Yeah. What day is Passover this year for you?
Me?
Yes, sir.
You're right.
What day is it? I'm asking. Because usually when I deal with brothers that don't keep Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, they usually don't keep the Sabbath or the feast days at all. Usually. I'm not saying it's you. So I'm asking a question. What day is Passover this year?
Monday the 8th.
Say it again?
The 8th.
Okay. So how did it get to that day?
Alright, because I'm basically doing research. Because somebody I mean still like literally follow. You see that me and him always like talk and all of that. And when it come on to certain things like the Passover and all that, many people like Monday gone, many people up to.
Right, I'm asking you, right?
No,
I'm asking you.
Because
so,
we ask for elders. So
because when we go from Passover, right? It's another feast day that's based off of Passover, which is what? Pentecost. Right? To get to Pentecost, you have to count 7 Sabbaths, right? And then the next day is Pentecost, which means 50. 7 is 49 days and 50. If the Sabbath day changes, you will never get 50 days and 7 Sabbaths. It won't work. Right? So that's how we know that it is a 7-day Sabbath, Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, and we do know that the new moon is also a Sabbath, but the moon was never meant for us to keep days. It was for seasons and signs. It wasn't for days.
Alright, final thing.
All praise, all praise.
Alright, so we have a next question still.
Go ahead. You an Israelite?
Yeah.
Alright, why you don't have friends this on?
No.
Why you don't have friends? Give me Numbers chapter 15 verse 38, right? This simple, ain't it? Why don't you do it? Why are we going to argue about doctrine when we can't deal with the simple thing?
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example.